Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Prapti and today we'll make this cute crochet bolero. Check out my Etsy store Soft Stitches Studios, so let's get started. For this project you will need around 2 balls of yarn. Each ball is around 100 grams, a 6mm hook, a darning needle, and a measuring tape. Okay, so now we're gonna start by crocheting the sleeve. So you will need to make 2 sleeves, and I have made one already. So this is what it'll look like. And you can make this according to your arm measurement and how thick you want it to be or how wide you want it to be. So this pattern is totally customizable. And now we're gonna be starting our sleeve. So for the sleeve I made, I have chained 74. And you can measure your arm and chain as much as you would like. So I'm just gonna chain 74. So make a slip knot and then just start chaining. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm making the chains kind of loose, but you can make them tighter, doesn't matter, but I just like a looser chain. And I'll meet you when I crochet 74 chains for my arm or sleeve, but you can do as much as you would like. Okay, so now I have chained 74, and now this is what it'll look like. And if you have chain less or more, that doesn't matter, it will all look the same at the end. So if you want a smaller size, chain less. If you want a larger size, chain more. And now we're going to be starting our first row. And to start off this row and every other row, you're going to be chaining 1. So chain an extra 1 on your hook. And now we're going to be doing the half double crochet slip stitch in the back loop only. And I know that sounds complicated, but it's pretty easy if you just follow the steps. And now what we're going to be doing is yarning over, as you can see, and inserting our hook into the second chain from your hook. So this chain right here. So insert your hook and pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook. And now we're going to be using the first loop and pulling it to these 2 loops. So we're gonna get that first loop, then pull it through both these loops. Make sure they're loose so it's nice and easy to pull them through. Pull them through. Like this. And you should have 1 loop on your hook. Now we're gonna repeat that again. So just yarn over, go into the chain, pull up a loop, then pull through both loops, just like this. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through both loops, just like this. And this is what it'll look like on the back. So yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Yarn over, pull up a loop, then pull through like this. Now I'll just show you that again. Closer, yarn over, pull up a loop, then pull through the first 2 loops. You should have 1 loop on your hook, 3 loops, and then use this loop to pull up these loops. And you can also do it pretty fast once you get the hang of it. Make sure your loops are nice and loose, so it's way easier to guide your yarn through. You won't have any trouble if they're nice and loose. So that is my number 1 tip for the stitch. And this is what it'll look like. It won't look like anything at first, but once you turn it over, you will see these V stitches on the back side, and that is exactly what we want. And as we do these more and more, you will get this look. As you can see all the V's, and it'll look nice and neat, and it'll look like a knit stitch. So we're just gonna do that again. Fast. There we go. And now I will reach the end and show you how to do the second row. Okay, so now I have finished crocheting the first row, and this is what it should look like on the right side. So this is what the side you're working on should look like, and this is what the back should look like. There should be little V's. And now we're going to be doing our second row, and this is what every single row would look like. So I'm going to do the last stitch, which is just yarn over, pull 8-ply loop, and then pull through both loops. There we go. And now to start every row, we're going to be chaining 1. So chain 1 and then turn your work. Now we're going to be inserting our hook into the back loop only. Make sure you're doing this in the back loop. So this is the back loop, this is the front loop. As you can see here, we're going to insert our loops into this loop, the back loop. So yarn over, then insert it in the middle right here, and there should be 1 loop on your hook, and pull through to have 3, then pull through the first 2. Now we're going to do that again. So yarn over, pull in the back loop only, then pull through. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, then pull through the first 2. Now you can do it faster with more and more practice. There we go. I've just done a few, and this is what the back should look like. So it should look like this. Now we're just going to do more stitches. So yarn over, insert your loop in the back loop, then pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Oops. Yarn over, then pull through. Yarn over, then pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Over, pull through. Through. And it should just look like this. It should just get bigger, and then on the other side it'll have the V's, as you can see here. This side has the V, and this side will have the V. So this pattern is reversible. And now you're just going to repeat that for around 44 rows. And I know that sounds like a lot, but once you do it, it'll look easier. And then we're just going to join the panel together, and I'll show you how to do that. But now just do 44 rows, and if you want a larger width, you can do more rows, and if you want a smaller width, you can do less rows. But I recommend doing 44 because I want a more baggier feel. And now I will show you once I reach 44 rows and we join the stitches together. Okay, so now I have finished crocheting 45 rows. So as you can see, the sleeve is a lot bigger now, and I just have to finish a little bit of this row. So we're just going to do the same stitch, yarn over, back loop only, pull up a loop, and pull through both loops. Pull through, and then on the last one do the same. And now we have finished our 45th row. And you can make this as long as you want or as short as you want, but I like this length. So I did 45. Make sure you do an odd number though, because you will have a seamless join if you do an odd number. And now we're gonna join. So we're gonna turn our work into half, just like this. So you want your hook side to be on top and it should be on your left. Here we go. And now turn your work so the hook side is facing backwards and you have this end facing you, the tail facing you. And now we're going to be inserting our hook into this point right here. So this hole where we chained in the beginning, we're just going to place our hook in here. And then we're going to be going in the back loop of this stitch. So this stitch right here, we're going to go in the back loop of that. So just go into that loop and then pull up the original loop that you did. Pull that up, then go through that and then pull through that. And now we're just going to be doing that all around. We're just going to go through the next chain right here. Go through that chain, and then we're gonna go through this back stitch of this stitch. So pull up a loop and then pull through that loop and pull through. Then go through this chain, this back loop, pull up a loop and pull through that loop. So you'll have slip stitches. Now do that all the way across. So just go through that chain, go through the back loop, pull, slip stitch, pull chain, back loop, slip stitch, chain, back loop, pull your hook, slip stitch. And it should look something like this. As you can see, this is the wrong side. But once you flip it, you'll have the right side facing you, and you will barely see any join. So it'll look totally seamless. So just show you that again. Go through the chain, go through the back loop, pull up a loop, and then pull through that loop. Chain, back loop, pull up a loop. And once you've finished all that, once you finish, you will have a sleeve like this. And this is the wrong side, as you can see. The right side, you can barely see any seam. So you'll do that all the way around and then cut your tail. And after this, we're gonna be doing our back panel. Okay, so now we're gonna start crocheting the back panel. And to crochet that, you will need a chain the width of your desired length, or the width of your shoulders, both of your shoulders, one shoulder to the other. And first measure that and then chain that amount. So I have measured and I have chained 45 chains, and that is my length of my shoulders. And if you want a larger size, you can do more than the length. So I'm just going to do 10 more chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And that is what I want to do. So I'm going to do 55 chains. And this is important because you will need to do slip stitches on each side, and they have to be the same size. So I recommend doing like 5 on each side, so you can have like 10 extras. Or you can do like an even number of chains and then do 10 on each side if you want. So if you do 60, you can do 10 on each side, so you will just have like 40 in the middle and then 10, 10, 20. But I'm gonna do 55 chains, and on these 5 chains I'm gonna do slip stitches. So to start by doing this, you're gonna do 1 extra chain and then do a slip stitch in the second chain. So just go through, pull up a loop, and then pull through. Pull up a loop, and pull through. Pull up a loop, pull through. So I've done 3, so 2 more. Pull up a loop, pull through, pull up a loop, pull through. And you can do as many slip stitches as you want, but do it the same amount on each side. And this will just make it, you know, a round oval type of shape. So it'll look more blended in when we sew the sleeves onto the side. So we're just going to sew like that and it'll be like an oval shape. So I recommend doing 5 to 10 or in between that amount. If you do a little more, it'll look kind of, you know, wonky. So it's just better to do 5 to 10 on each side. So I'm going to do 5 slip stitches. Now just do the same stitch we've been doing, so in half double crochet, back loop only, slip stitch. So just yarn over, pull up a loop in the chain, and pull through. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through. Pull up a loop, pull through, through, pull through, pull through. Okay, and now I'll meet you when I reach to the 5 slip stitches at the end, and I'll show you how to do the second row. Okay, so now I've finished crocheting the half double crochet slip stitches, and now I just have 2 more. So I'm just gonna go through, pull up a loop, pull through, pull up a loop, pull through. And now we're gonna be doing the slip stitches, so just do slip stitch, pull up a loop and pull through, 3, 4, and 5, and you are done with row 1. Now for row 2, we're going to be doing a chain 1. Start every row with a chain 1. So this will be the same pattern for all the rows going forward. So chain 1. Now we're just going to do slip stitches on top of the 5 slip stitches. So do 5 slip stitches in the back loop only. So this loop right here, we're going to do it in this loop. So we just pull through, pull up a loop, pull through. Back loop, pull up a loop, pull through. Pull up a loop, pull through. Back loop, loop, pull through. Then we have 4, so 1 more, 5. And now just do the half double crochet slip stitch in the back loop only. So go in the back loops and then just do the same stitch we've been doing. So just go around and just repeat that till you reach the end, and then do the same thing, just chain 1, then do slip stitches in the back loop only. So you're going to be doing it in these loops right here. Go, and then do the same thing and do it on each side. Make sure you do it on each side, the 5 or how many you're doing, 5 slip stitches, then above them do back loops of the slip stitches, and then for the middle section just do the same stitch we've been doing. So you can do you could do this panel as big as you want, but I'm just gonna I think I'll just do like around half of this width, so around 22 rows. But I'll increase it, I'll let you know how much I'm doing, but you can do this as much as you want. So I'll meet you when I reach there. Okay, so now I have crocheted 43 rows. So this is 43 rows long, and I've done slip stitches in the back loop only on this side, on both sides, so it has this curved shape. And this is what it will look like. It should be like the same size. And I've done 43 rows, and you can do as many as you would like depending on how big or small you want your garment to be. But I like this size and I think it's good, and it should be the same half length of your sleeve, so it should like tie in. So if you kind of stretch it out, it should be the same length. So if you fold this in half, they're the same length. So make sure your sleeve and the end of this back panel is the same length, okay? So now I'm just gonna cut my end here. Grab my hook and then pull through. Now we're gonna be attaching the sleeves to the back. So grab your sleeve, just move everything here, grab your sleeve, and then you're just gonna position it. Pick any end and then just put it downwards so they should connect points. Stretch everything out and grab some yarn and a darning needle. So let me just grab one here, my little kit. There we go. Grab a darning needle, and then you're just going to thread your needle, and we're going to be doing a mattress stitch. So you're going to be grabbing the first part of where your garment folds, or sorry, the sleeve folds. So it folds here. So I'm going to get this part, the top, and the edges aren't too smooth, but it's okay. So just go through this, any loop, just go through sideways. So it should be like this. Just go the sides, go up, and then go down on the sides. There we go. Now grab the back panel, just do the exact same thing. So go up, then on the sides. Go up, go down in a spot. There we go. Now you will go in the sleeve again and just go down one side and go up the other, like this. So go down, then go down, then go up, just like this. Then go in your back sleeve part, then go to up any part of the sleeve, go up, and then go down on any stitch. There won't be like perfect stitches, you see, but it will be like some stitches or just some end. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to go into each and every stitch. So once you pull the ends, it'll look something like this. You can barely see the seam, and it'll look better once you do the whole thing. So I'm gonna do both of the sleeves, so make sure you made your second sleeve, and you're just gonna attach it to the same way that you've been attaching the sleeve. And then I'll show you how to make the optional border. Okay, so now we're gonna be crocheting the whole border around the project. So what we're going to be doing is just single crocheting around, and we're going to weave in the ends as we go. So to do that, we are going to make a slip knot. I've already made one. Find a place to attach your yarn. I'm going to go with this spot right here. Grab your slip knot and put it on your hook. Then pull through, then chain one, like so. And now we're just going to single crochet. So just pull up a loop and then pull through both loops. Then go in your next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through both loops. Next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through both loops. And then next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through. Now we're reaching to the edge. We're just going to put our threads on this side so we can weave them together. So make sure you grab your threads as you go into stitches. Then we go in here. And pull. Then we go through the sleeve and just single crochet. So just go into these stitches. Doesn't have to be perfect, and make sure you're weaving your ends as you go. Just find spaces. Just crochet along. And you're just gonna go all the way through. Just all around. And now after that you will just weave in these ends. So just weave them along and then cut the excess. And then you'll be done. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed crocheting the bolero. I think it turned out pretty cute and it's perfect as a cover up. Make sure to like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Bye!